Hello everybody and welcome back to the new VR news. As always, I am Mateo311 and this is your channel for everything VR related. Today, we have a lot of new game trailers to go over. The Quest might be getting body tracking, Apple's XR operating system accidentally leaked, the Half-Dive headset has been cancelled, and there's a $130 million investment into a Bandai Namco MetaVerse. There are of course links and timestamps in the description, but before we jump in, this video is brought to you by Kiwi Design, one of my favorite sites for VR accessories. They just released some brand new Quest 2 hand straps that'll give you that Valve Index feel and allow you to completely let go of the controllers. They also have plenty of other accessories like controller weights for those of you who work out in VR, cable management systems, and my favorite accessory, their super durable and extra comfy Quest 2 Elite strap. There are links down in the description, and don't forget to use discount code Mateo311 for 5% off and to help support this channel. Okay, so before we jump into new games, I have one quick topic. The first one is, after 30 plus hours of work, my 6 years of VR games ranked video is now up. The last video was insanely successful, so I'm hoping you guys enjoy this one also. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out, and I'll also pop up a card. Okay, so moving into new releases. First up is Drums Rock, releasing this Thursday, February 17th. Currently, I've played through about half of this game, and it definitely reminds me of drumming in Rock Band. There are some cool nuances though, as you're not just mashing color keys, but rather fighting back demons. It works with the whole rock and roll theme, and there are some other mechanics like flipping your sticks for a point bonus. I haven't played Smash Drums to compare it to, but I'm definitely enjoying it, and the developers were cool enough to put some Mateo311 art right in the game. Okay, so next up is the horror title Deadness, which is releasing on February 22nd. Wake up in an abandoned factory confined to a wheelchair. As you try to make your escape, things only get worse. From a creepiness factor, this game looks like an 11 out of 10. As curious as I am, I'm most likely gonna have to pass on this title or invest in some adult diapers. Next up, we got the release date for the sailing simulator MarineVerse. On February 24th, you can learn the ropes of controlling a yacht and dinghy, or you could practice racing in both single player and multiplayer modes. This title is designed to be authentic, yet approachable to the average user. So maybe I'll meet you guys sailing on the ocean next week. Now, if MarineVerse doesn't sound like your style, on the same date, you'll be able to Demeo and Chill. Demeo's new social hub, the Heroes Hangout, will be available on the 24th, giving players a space to chill out together, or even fire up some mini games, such as Demeo the Hauntlet. I definitely want to check out that new mini game and see what it's all about. Now, we also got a reveal trailer for the 3v3 spellcasting title, Wands Alliances. This is a successor to the original 2016 Wands title, which only included 1v1 combat. Wands Alliance is expected to have a large variety of spells, which will need to be strategically used for victory, and you'll most likely be using room scale to dodge attacks, similar to Blast On. Well, we should have more information in the near future, as this title is set to release in the first half of 2022. Now, we also got a teaser trailer for the action-adventure title Peaky Blinders: The King's Ransom. From the same studio that brought us Doctor Who: The Edge of Time, we're jumping into another TV series where we have to infiltrate a 1920s criminal organization. Peaky Blinders is a highly successful TV series, so let's hope this VR game does it justice. Okay, so next up we have a beautiful trailer for the upcoming action-adventure title, The Tale of Onogoro. Coming sometime this spring, you'll jump into this beautiful anime world, master the art of chi, and battle some giant creatures known as kami. I'm really excited to see if this game plays as good as it looks. Speaking of great looking games, we also got an announcement trailer for the time-bending puzzle shooter We Are One. Perform some actions, rewind time, and then repeatedly clone yourself for the perfect army of allies. There's a free demo currently available on App Lab, SideQuest, and Steam if you want to check this one out. Now, we also have a new game coming from Devolver Digital, the studio behind Gorn. Tentacular has you taking on the role of a giant octopus and putting your tentacles to use to help save a city. With physics-based collisions and kid-friendly graphics, this looks to be a fun title that anyone can enjoy. Okay, so let's move into some game updates, starting with AR pass-through mode coming to Tilt Brush. Now, technically, Tilt Brush has been discontinued since last year, but it did become an open source product and continue to receive updates from the community. Open Brush is available for free via the App Lab, and you'll soon be able to test out the AR mode and paint over real-life objects in the near future. And the final update of today is for Population 1, which is currently running a duos mode for a limited time. Between now and February 22nd, you can experience the Valentine's Day themed Heartbreakers event. So instead of carrying a third wheel, it's now couples night in Population 1. I love how Big Box continually changes things up to keep the title exciting, and I know they're working on some other new modes for some time this year. Okay, so let's move into some leaks, starting with Apple accidentally making some code public. This Git repository code contains references to a new Apple platform, the Reality OS. The existing platforms include all of Apple's other products, such as the iPad OS, Watch OS, Mac OS, and TV OS. Now, it looks like this code was accidentally revealed, and Apple tried to quickly cover it up, but overall, this isn't a major reveal, as we've previously seen job listings for this type of product, and Bloomberg discussed the Reality OS all the way back in 2017. This is just some additional confirmation of work that we already know is taking place. Now, hopefully the spec rumors are true and the delay rumors are false, so we get to experience this beast of a headset sooner rather than later. Now, another leak confirms body tracking for the Quest 2. Images from Meta's software development kit documentation show options for hand tracking support, keyboard tracking support, and body tracking support. Now, there's no official statement from Meta regarding this, and this feature may never actually be available on the Quest 2, possibly being reserved for other hardware like Project Cambria or even Facebook Portal. The Portal devices currently do face tracking, and the inclusion of body tracking may be useful in some way. Project Cambria may have cameras with a much wider angle, allowing the body to be tracked, or maybe it's possible that they can introduce some minor body tracking into the Quest 2. Full body tracking is a killer feature that I would love to see come to the Quest. Now, something that's not coming at all is the half dive headset. The half dive headset was obviously inspired by the full dive from Sword Art Online and would have allowed you to experience VR while laying down. It also included a series of other interesting tech, such as built-in surround sound, head haptics, a pulley system to simulate resistance, foot controllers, and built-in fans. Now, I was extremely intrigued by this headset, and the product actually surpassed its goal on Kickstarter, but ultimately the project has been scrapped, and everyone is getting their money back. Driver X has detailed 3 main issues which led to the cancellation. The first one being the product is too niche to be scalable. Without mainstream interest, they can't produce enough headsets to become profitable. Secondly, they had to outsource the production of some major components, which led to cost inflation and production bottlenecks. And finally, even with the Kickstarter, the company didn't have the cash flow to start the process of mass production. Now, the company isn't throwing in the towel altogether. They will continue working on the half dive and other products, but they just don't have the means for mass production. Hopefully we hear from them again in the future, because my lazy ass really doesn't want to get out of bed. Okay, so today's final story, Bandai Namco is investing $130 million to develop their own metaverse. Okay, so let's all collectively sigh at the usage of the buzzword metaverse for a second, and then go on to discuss what this actually means. Now, if you're not familiar with Bandai Namco, not only do they have a huge collection of anime IPs, but also video games such as Dark Souls, Soul Calibur, and Ace Combat 7. Now, as I already stated, at this point in time, the metaverse is simply a buzzword with no clearly defined definition. The best definition would be a large virtual world, which allows for multiple different experiences, yet maintaining some overall continuity. It's basically one virtual hub that allows you to go anywhere you want while maintaining certain features, options, and settings, and being able to access other applications. It's almost like turning the internet into a virtual shopping mall. Now, would I be interested in a virtual world from Bandai Namco? Absolutely. There is so much potential for a VR anime series, and I'm sure many of us would love to experience Dark Souls in VR. Now, neither of those projects actually require a metaverse, and this just seems like marketing buzzwords, but at least they haven't said anything about NFTs, because anytime I hear NFT, my brain immediately goes to no thank you. Okay, everybody, that was today's new VR news. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. And as always, I will see you guys on next time.